Así que, en primer lugar, le vamos a dar la palabra a Ricardo Mancuso. Bueno, Ricardo es licenciado en Ciencias Históricas por la Universidad de Bolonia, con una tesis, digamos, también sobre historia del trabajo titulada Cambios generacionales en el sindicalismo en Emilia-Romagna. Es parte de los consejos unitarios y la Unión de Riders de Bolonia, un estudio comparativo, ese es el nombre del estudio. Empezó a trabajar en Delibero entre finales de 2017 y principios de 2018 para continuar con sus estudios, y entró en contacto con el colectivo autogestionado de ciclistas Riders Unions Bolonia, del cual era representante, siguiendo el camino de movilización y también de relaciones institucionales. Participó en las mesas ministeriales y comisiones laborales que acompañaron el proceso para la derogación de la llamada Ley Rider. Asimismo, como representante de la Coordinación Nacional de Rider Penderetti, con una delegación transnacional de trabajadores, asistió a la audiencia en el Parlamento Europeo para llevar los debates de una regulación de la Gig Economy en forma de propuesta de directiva al entonces presidente de la Comisión de Trabajo, Nicola Schmidt, en Italia. Y bueno, en Italia, con la firma por parte de Just Eat del primer convenio que reconocía a los trabajadores como empleados vinculados al salario mínimo de la CCNL Transporte, Mercy Logística, fue contratado por la multinacional danesa y elegido como delegado de CGEE en la primera asamblea remunerada del sector. Así que con esta presentación, la idea es darle la palabra a Ricardo Mancuso.
Thank you, Emisa. Thank you, everybody. I'm very glad to be here. And I want to start with a speech, a general speech about new form of exploitation. Since platforms entered in the world of labor, what has changed is not just the living conditions of millions of people who have to work for living, but also the way we perceive work and its characteristics. The technological leap we are experiencing is an epochal and global phenomenon. This is why we need a response on the same scale, since the classic form of mobilization on a single territory cannot be sufficient to challenge a system of power. Especially for this reason, opportunities to discuss, such as this one, are necessary, and I am happy to participate in it. During the contemporary age, for the past, thank you very much. During the contemporary age, for the past couple of centuries, we have witnessed a number of events that have marked a rearrangement of the productive order. Right now, we are in the middle of another one. Perhaps you remember some of them, just as in the affirmation of the invention of the mechanical loom first, then the development of the factories conquered later by the Fordist and Taylorist model. Today, we are in a transitional phase that is changing the world of work with the implementation of the platform system and the algorithms. As production relations change, the tools of struggles must necessarily change as well. The mobilization that is required cannot first and foremost concern the workforce alone. Involvement must necessarily come from citizenry and from those who study the platformization of society, so that the results of their research can be put at the service to the struggle, in order to effectively counter the exploitation that exists in platform labor. It is indeed necessary to understand its working conditions and to identify the weaknesses of those multinationals that hold the monopoly on the use of technological tools. Among the central issues we have to deal with, there's the core of platform profit, the use of data. Our struggle cannot limit itself to fighting against cutting labor costs or striving to get decent conditions for all platform workers. In the riders' case, It is not so much the delivery of meals that is at the center of the interest of this platform capitalism, or at least not only. The extraction, processing, and cross-referencing of sensitive data of workers and users creates an accumulation of capital that we are not even able to quantify. This is the frontier of the new struggles, together with the use of the new instruments of control and organization of labor, algorithms. The next demands platforms will have to contain a part of concerning the bargaining of the algorithm, how they work, how they affect the organization of work. Let me tell that it can no longer be acceptable to live in a world of work where if you do not complete a delivery because you have had a fatal accident and you are lying lifeless on the streets, you are fired by an automated system that hasn't received any reply to the notifications it has sent, therefore sending the order for disciplinary action for not fulfilling services and conditions. I'm not speculating about something that might happen. It happened to Sebastian in Florence a year ago. He died during a work shift and was fired immediately afterwards. We cannot allow technology to be used in such an inhuman way by the masters of platform capitalism. We cannot allow them to extract value from those who risk their lives on the streets without adequate and decent wage recognition. Where agreements with trade union representatives have been seen, as in the case of Just Eat in Italy, the difficulty of adapting to a new organizational model that has sanctioned the transition from the Middle Ages of false autonomy to the modernity of recognition of the status of employees has opened the possibility of bargaining the use of the algorithm, of holding the companies to account. We have had an example of this in Bologna, where deliveries whose routes put seriously at risk the safety of riders on muscle bikes are not assigned or are reassigned via human intervention of company workers, thanks to the dialogues established by the union with the company's contacts. The regime of false autonomy must be overturned. Where there is manager power, workers must be recognized as employees with social and economic rights and have guaranteed access to health and safety protections. What we have been able to achieve in the recent years in Europe with the push for a European directive in our favor has been great. The game is not over yet, but we all know how necessary it was to bring our arguments to the buildings of the European Parliament, so that the European community would know what is happening on the streets of every city. The full knowledge and awareness of what is going on under the appealing platinum-plated interface of platform applications brought us to the discussion of a legislative instrument that is decisive for the future of millions of people. Influencing the political decision maker is a goal we cannot throw in the bin. Pushing every decision maker towards our positions must remain a central point on the road to our claims. Thank you very much, and go on.